Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nuriana binti Muhammad Nazri.
Hi, my name is Yasmin Najla binti Ahmad Yasin.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Sarah Natasha binti Nasri.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurna Josna binti Muhammad Zamil.
Hi, I am Nur Anis Ashikin binti Asmawi.
One of the technology that is developing and widely used today is information system. Information system is an integrated set of components which used in collecting, storing, processing, providing, and disseminating information, especially the digital products. It has a feature that provides an efficient feedback mechanism to help striving goals by increasing the profits, enhancing services for customers, and supporting decision making. Other than that, it also helps in keeping business under control. So, Mimos uses information system in operating their organization because it brings many benefits to them in terms of enhancing performances and services. In this video, we will discuss more about the implementation of information system within Mimos working environment, including the types of information system, problems arising, strengths, and what they gain while using the information system to get their work done. All facts and information are shared by Mimos representative, Mr. Ismail Amin bin Sabidin.
For organization background, Mimos is Malaysia National Applied Research and Development Centre as a strategy agency under the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, MOSTI. Mimos contribute to transforming Malaysia's industry through patentable technology platform, product and solution. Over the past 12 years, Mimos has filed more than 2,000 intellectual properties in various technology domains and across key socio-economic areas, serving a central role in Malaysia's digital transformation journey. Mimos endeavours to create a culture of innovation by nurturing relationships with internal and external stakeholders in the spirit of smart partnership and inclusive growth models and strategies.
Next, we move to the vision, mission, and objective of the Mimos. The first one is a vision to be a premier applied research center in frontier technologies, mission to be a pioneer innovative technology towards growing globally competitive in homegrown industries. And for the objective is the first one is to be the focal point for managing issues relating to the ethics and integrity, demonstrating eagerness to acquire necessary technical knowledge, skills, and competencies to accomplish results or to serve customer needs effectively. And the last one, to be able to develop cooperation and collaborative work effort towards solutions which generally benefit all parties involved.
This is the organizational chart of Mimos Sdn Bhd.
So here I want to talk about roles and function of department. First, financial department, managing company finance and preparing the company annual budget every year. The types of record is financial records such as payment, expenses, income and assets. Second, facility departments, provide and maintain information technology, IT that are compatible with the wishes and direction of the company. The type of record is record user information, system information and network alerts. And the last is system engineering department, to manage and maintain building electrical system and basic building facilities. The type of record is related to buildings as well as basic facilities and specific requirement of premise.
Data used in organization of Mimos. The first one is transactional data. Transactional data is related with the main business activities such as salary, invoice. This transactional data usually maintained by the financial staff. And the next one is master data. Master data is data that contain the employees' information and suppliers' information. This data usually maintained by the human resource staff.
There are several lists of information systems that are used by Mimos Sdn Bhd that helps to run their business. The system that this company uses is categorized into three, which are for finance, system engineering, and facilities. The systems are SAP Financial System, VoIP System, SMTP Relay System, Facilities Help Desk System, and lastly, Visitor Management and Access Control System.
There are four types of information systems that are being used by Mimos. So the first one is SAP Financial, used by Financial Department of Mimos. It is a transaction processing system. This type of information systems helps in processing business transactions. Next, Mimos also uses Facilities Help Desk Systems, which is a management information system. This management information system helps in creating reports from gathered data to comprehensive overviews so that they can make accurate decisions from daily common activities until top level of strategies. Other than that, Mimos also uses customer relationship management systems in operating their organization, which includes VoIP system and SMTP relay. This customer relationship management system is a system that can assist in managing organizations' relationship and interaction with other parties and potential customers. Last system that mentioned by Mimos is a visitor management and access control systems, which is a special purpose business information system. This type of information systems purposely functioning as assistance to the special activity within the organization. So, Mimos use this system to monitor and manage the visitors of the organization.
The details of selected IS in Mimos. The first IS in Mimos is SAP Financial. SAP Financial is the software and process used to manage any income or any expenses and assets within an organization. The second IS is Voice over Internet Protocol, which is VoIP. It is technology that enables business to make voice call through a broadband internet connection. Mimos use this technology in their organization to connect the public or external phone system with the internal system that operates within the organization. The third IS is SMTP. SMTP it is a protocol that allows email to be sent from one email relay server to another. Mimos use this technology to send email communication for internal and global management purposes.
Mimos Sdn Bhd has two systems that help in running their business and facilities for their staff members and users, which are Facilities Help Desk System and also Visitors Management System. Firstly, Facilities Help Desk System. This system supports the email communication from internal systems which are typically managed or operated internally by the company or the employees for all technological goods and systems such as computers, computer networks, telephone, and software applications. Secondly, Visitor Management System. The objective of this system is to control the movement of the visitor. Mimos Sdn Bhd use this system in managing and monitoring their visitors. This system is being managed by the security guard, and the security guard is responsible to monitor the system to ensure that they recognize each and every person who enters and out from the organizations.
There are four types of information system components. The first one is hardware. Hardware is the physical components of the computer. The second one is software. The software that used in Mimos company is SAP system, *PBX, and the other software that has been used in Mimos company. The third one is the people. People is the person that use the system. And the last one is database. Database that used in organization is Oracle database and MySQL database.
For IS activities, first SAP Financial Workflow, which is used TPS set type of system. This system manages internal and external generated transactions. Data entry and input in the computer will be processed, and the output is document and report such as receipt, invoice, and paychecks. Besides document and reports, the output also can be inserted in the database such as customer orders, inventory, purchase order, customers, and supplier details. Second is VoIP system workflow, CRMS type of system. VoIP system operate by making phone calls online rather than through a traditional landline or mobile network over a broadband connection. VoIP system convert analog voice into digital signals. Small data packets are used to transmit the conversation during VoIP phone calls in less than a second. These data packets can be transmitted globally via the internet. Through an online dashboard, you can control this VoIP system and change your contact's phone number, call forwarding, and add new lines. Third, facility helpdesk system workflow that use MIS type of system. The example is corrupt document occurs. User is having an issue with the document. Then they inform the service desk to let them know and log the new incident. After that, the issue will go through with the maintenance. During the maintenance, there are process of consultation and updating between the service desk and the knowledge base. The solution is to restore a good file from backup. Next, inform the user and confirm all things are solved, so the service desk can close the issue. The fourth is SMTP relay workflow. The example I want to give here is, first, Bob's user agent and Alice's user agent is an application running on their laptop that they use to compose an email to the intended recipient, respond and read their email messages on their laptop. Bob's mail server, which is a remote machine under the gmail.com domain that manages all the email messages sent to Bob. Meanwhile, Alice's mail server is a Yahoo machine because Alice has a Yahoo email account. For the process, Bob opens his mail app, inserts Alice's email address, writes his message, and sends the message. The mail server of Gmail starts communication with the Yahoo mail server to allow this message delivery to happen. The two mail servers' communication is governed by the SMTP protocol. Bob's mail server plays the role as SMTP client and Alice's mail server role as SMTP server. The SMTP client transmits Bob's message to Alice's mail server after some initial SMTP handshaking between the Gmail and Yahoo mail servers. The messages is received by Alice at mail server, which then stores in her mailbox for her to read it later. Okay, the last is visitor management and access control system. This example is visitor enters the company. Then visitor fill up required details. Visitor will get a QR code. The concerned person will get instant notification via SMS, email, and app. Then visitor verification with showing the QR code. The visitor makes some meetings with the people in the organization. Then when the meeting ends, before the visitor check out from the building, they must show again the QR code for easy.
Hardware and software configuration. There are three specific hardware mentioned by Mimos, which are Huawei 1288H version 5, Huawei RH2088H version 2, and HP ProLiant DL360G4. There are specific software uses for each system. Let's take a look one by one. Mimos uses system analysis program development for SAP Financial. The software uses to centralize their financial related data and information. Another software used by Mimos is Asterisk PBX, which is used for VoIP system. Asterisk is technology and protocol agnostic that assists the connection with outside world by using VoIP or any traditional telephony technologies. Next, DLPI version 3 is a data center management, providing facilities in monitoring issues and problems. Mimos uses it to operate their facilities helpdesk system. Other than that, Mimos also uses Proximal Mail Gateway 7.1.1 for their system as MTP relay. This software is an open source email security solution and it can protect Mimos mail server and prevent email threats attacking the important emails. Last but not least, Mimos also uses a visitor management system for their visitor management and access control system. The software enables Mimos to manage and monitor visitor management process as it can support effective communication, pre-register visitors, faster check-in, and efficient workflows.
Okay, next we move to the problem of the information system. The first one is for SAP Financial. The problem is this system require many modules to use this system. As the second one is a VoIP system. This system requires special hardware or services is needed to bridge the external call to an internal call. And the next one is SMTP relay system, which have a basic interface for this system. And facilities help desk system is offer limited features for knowledge-based function. And the last one is a visitor management and access control system. This application not portable for later version operating system. This problem need a major change of the system to be used.
Of selected IS in the Mimos. The first IS is SAP Financial. The strength is it is large and highly recognized international company. For the second system, which is VoIP system, it is global standard system and allows customization within the organization. The third is SMTP relay system, which is allow customization. The fourth facilities help the system. Same goes to the third system, which is allow customization too. For fifth system, visitor management and access control system, it is easier to manage without any requirement needed. Weaknesses of IS selected in Mimos. The first SAP Financial, the weaknesses is it is require high and expensive capital to manage the system. The second web system, it is open source system and it publicly accessible for others. The third SMTP relay system, it is no official support to develop this system within the organization. The fourth is facilities helpdesk system. It also open source system and publicly accessible for others. The fifth is visitor management and access control system. The weaknesses is it is required an outside party to support the system to run smoothly.
There are few opportunities and threats of information system that we managed to identify so that the organization aware of it before implementing or in maintaining the information system. The first opportunity is increased efficiency and productivity. Managers may obtain the information they need to determine the strengths and weaknesses of a business with the use of functioning management information system. As a result, the organization will be able to operate at a better level of efficiency as they know which area to improve. Next, supply information to decision makers. By the presence of the information system, the organization get to gather all the information they need as fast as possible. It is easier for them to supply the information to the decision makers by having an information system. With all of the information that they manage to provide in time, it will help to select and make decisions faster. Lastly, better customer service. As for the Mimos and Berhad, they have provided their customer with visitor management system, which this system help the organization to monitor their own customer. This shows that this company is really concerned about their customer by acknowledging each of them. This is also important to protect the user's information from the unknown. There are also few threats of information system, which are illegal access and use. So, one of the threats of the information system is that there will still be a possibility for the information in the organization to get illegal access and use by the outsider. So, information leak is very dangerous as it will give all the confidential information about the organization to the outsider that might have bad intention towards them. So the organization has to make sure that their data is perfectly secured and cannot be accessed by the outsider, such as setting for the password or data restriction, and only one authorized person can have the password and access to the information to avoid a breach of trust. The next threat is software attacks. So the organization needs to be aware of any cybercrime such as hacker, virus, or internet and software piracy when they have an information system in their organization. So the organization needs to make sure that they have installed other safety purposes software such as antivirus to avoid from the cybercrime that will cause harm and trouble to the organization. The last threat that could happen towards the information system is computer-related scams such as theft or intellectual property, fake link, and phishing. The organization must be careful in using the IS and not easily get tricked by the internet scammer that can cause trouble such as data destructions and alteration.
For generate and evaluate alternative, I want to say here, anything can happen when working with complicated system. Thus, regardless of how thoroughly a corporation tests something, issues like system outage are unavoidable and frequently brought on by circumstances outside their control. What matters in a crisis is how a person reacts. As a result, they are aware that in the event of an outage, all of their effort must be focused on pinpointing the problem, recovering as soon as possible, and ensuring that those affected are aware of what to do. Every system has its own weakness. Same goes to Mimos system. Because of that, a team called Computer Emergency Response Team (CERT) must be developed to monitor network and system for emerging threats, to recover panic whenever the system operates in the company, facing threats such as data alteration and destruction because of the system needs expert from the outside of the company to support the system is fallback, which is switching back to the original system. Once a disaster has passed and the primary data center is back up and running, they should be able to fall back seamlessly as well. Other than that, illegal access and use cause the information leaking. It is because the system is publicly accessible. Anyone can view, modify, and distribute the code as per their needs. The alternative to overcome is attempt to track down the source of any information that may have been disclosed. Making a trace might be challenging if the original private meeting included a large number of participants. Moreover, there is a possibility the system will fail due to power blackouts. For the alternative to overcome is alternative power with solar cell can save energy into battery backup. They can provide real-time power to supplement the utility company's power supply and reduce costs. The last is alternative for overcoming software attack such as internet and software piracy. The alternative to overcome is to avoid other sites where they risk downloading pirate software, and such as websites offering free software downloads to users in exchange for other software and counterfeit software.
Recommendation and action plan. The first recommendation is for SAP Financial, as operating the system needs many modules to understand how the system is working and expert needed for each module. Mimos can purchase support services from the vendor so that they will be guided thoroughly in executing functions of the system. Other than that, Mimos also could install proper hardware and subscribe the required services with telco to operate their VoIP system properly. This action will allow Mimos to reach the external and internal phone calls. Moreover, as facilities help the systems offer limited features for knowledge-based function, Mimos should install separate knowledge-based system to fill in the absence of function from this system. Besides that, as SMTP relay currently used by Mimos have basic interface, Mimos could customize the interface and make it presentable to the users, which can be done by the organization itself or hire other experts of information system design to redesign the interface. Last but not least, as visitor management and access control system is not portable to later version of operating system, Mimos can set a limit of installation on certain operating system and isolate the network to only selected devices. As an overall view, information system, including all that are currently being used by Mimos, truly contributing a lot in assisting and guiding the organization in reviewing and upgrading their performance, alongside enhancing the customer services so that useful information could be shared more trustfully. So the implementation of information system need to be emphasized by every organization and individual so that they can catch up with the rapid development of technology and get its positive benefits. It is hoped that information system benefits can be acknowledged and will not be used for bad intentions and purposes by any irresponsible parties. Thus, high integrity and morality are required in using any technology.